Hello, my name's Bob Ward and I work at the Grantham Research Institute on Climate Change and Environment at the London School of Economics and Political Science. And this is my 2-minute review of a new book by Bjorn Lomborg called False Alarm. Now, this is a book about climate change, and if you've read his previous books, The Skeptical Environmentalist or Cool It, you'll know exactly what's in this book. Lomborg again argues that man-made climate change is happening, but that the risks it's creating are not very large and that this is not a problem that we need to worry about too much. In this particular case, Lomborg relied very heavily on an out-of-date economic model of the impacts of climate change and combines it with some gross exaggerations of the costs of cutting greenhouse gas emissions, which are the main driver of climate change, to reach the incredibly daft conclusion that there's an optimal level of global warming and that it's 3.75 Celsius degrees warmer than pre-industrial temperature. Now, we've already experienced about 1 Celsius degree of global warming so far, but the last time the Earth was more than 2 Celsius degrees warmer than pre-industrial temperature was about 3 million years ago during the Pliocene epoch. At that time, the polar ice caps were much smaller and global sea levels were 10 to 20 meters higher than today. Now, modern humans have only been around on Earth for less than 250,000 years, so Lomborg is arguing, bizarrely, that the optimal climate for us is one that we've never experienced as a species. And that's just not credible. That's a daft conclusion. Don't be fooled. There are lots of references in here to academic studies, but when you check them, they don't often say what Lomborg claims they do. And indeed, many of the authors I contacted who are cited in this said that their studies didn't say what he claimed they did. So this is not a good book about climate change. This is a piece of political propaganda.